Hey y'all, it's Charlene. How are you feeling? Are you ready for this long weekend that we're having? I hope you get to do something fun. So, as promised, I have a DIY to show you, and I also want to talk about my absolutely favorite winter candle from Bath and Body Works. So, I had the pleasure of shopping there a few weekends ago, and I encountered their White Barn label candles. I'm a little confused. I think this was a candle line that was always sold at Bath and Body Works, but they've now extended it into its own like signature store type of brand. I think, kind of, sort of. But either way, I went to Bath and Body Works and I'm looking for a candle. And I like what you get for the price point at Bath and Body Works. So that's why I will occasionally buy their candles. And to my surprise, I found a candle that was very reminiscent of the trap candles that I used to order. So let me tell you, there used to be a store here in Waldorf, Maryland, that was a French-inspired boutique owned by this fabulous gentleman, and he had such a beautiful eye for everything French. This is a few years ago when that was all the rage. His store was like chandeliers and wrought iron and white linen and candles all over the place and silver. And oh my goodness, I would go there weekly, me and my girlfriend, and we would like buy things. I would wait for stuff to go on sale. Even if I could just buy a spoon, I would be happy. Well, he introduced me to the different types of candles that existed in the world and opened my eyes to all of these more upscale candles than I was used to. He had all the brands. Like, I could list all of the luxury brands even that he carried. But anyway, the trap candle at $26 at that time was like, woo, Jesus, that was a whole lot of money for a candle. But they retired the scent, so I stopped buying it. And he moved the store eventually, so I no longer have that store as a resource. So imagine my surprise when I walked into Bath and Body Works and I found this awesome scent. And this is like winter for me when you're cuddling up with like a milk chocolate, man who has like all these muscles, and he's probably clean shaven with a bald head. And you're just watching a nice movie with the fireplaces lit and having a glass, of something warm. Yeah. In fact, my daughter, when she smelled this, she's like, this reminds me of so-and-so. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so it's that kind of scent. Very masculine. The throw is terrific. So I lit this in the kitchen and it permeated throughout the living room. I took it downstairs and it wafted upstairs. It's about $24 and I was lucky enough to catch the sale. So I got it for $12.50, I think. And all you need is one. In fact, I'm going to go back and find some other scents that I like. And I think I'm going to get something like pie, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, something for the kitchen. And then I'll leave this candle for my living room and find something else for the hallway, because you get a lot of bang for your dollar when you purchase these candles. Well worth the money. Well worth the money. And it just kind of took me back to such a great time in my life. I had to get it. I hope they don't retire this scent because it's lovely. It's very masculine, like I said. And some people say it's overpowering. I don't find it so. I just think you can't have it in small spaces. No shade. You can't have it in small spaces, okay? Because it will take over. So it's for a larger area. So just keep that in mind. This is not something I would burn in a small bathroom, for example, okay? So you might want to consider something lighter. And like I said, in your kitchen, go lighter, all right? This is more for a living room space. You got it? Okay. I love this dark jar as well. I'm a big fan of black candle jars. I like to keep mine, and then I will bling them out, add a little handle on them, and then it becomes a really pretty storage jar. And I'm sure everyone knows the tricks on how to get wax melt out of these candle jars by now, right? You can freeze them or you can melt it out, just different techniques. Just depends on what you want to do. Anywho, so that's my big I fell in love with this candle story. So now I'm going to show you what else I got from one of my lovely Facebook friends. Her name is Sheena, and she has started a skin and hair care line, and it's called Goddess Unique. She's a beautiful woman, and she sent me 2 products that I fell in love with. One is her body butter, which is so soft and silky. And one is a roll-on fragrance, which is Mango Tango, I believe. And I smell wonderful. And everyone that has come near me has said the same thing. You smell so good. I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm going to link her website below. So in case you want to smell as good as I do, you can order to your heart's content. And she has a lot of testimonials from customers about her hair care line and how she's able to grow the hair effectively. So if you're having issues in that area, you definitely want to get with Sheena and have her send you some products that's going to help you. So I thank her very much for hooking me up. I appreciate her handiwork. She did a great job, and I will definitely be placing this on my wish list to order again, because I don't ever want to run out of this scent. It's very fun for the summertime, and I wear it pretty much all the time. I do that. I get so obsessed with scents. Do y'all do that? I'll get really obsessed, and then I'll change. And I do that with food. So I can eat the same food for 5 years. And then I'm like, okay, I think I've had that enough, and let me try something else. So yeah, this is my new obsession. So yeah, check her out, y'all. Now, you guys are really here for this DIY, right? So I went to the dollar store, which I had all of this footage for the dollar store because, each dollar store is different. You can never find the same thing at any dollar store you go to. So you have to go to several dollar stores oftentimes to get what you really desire. And I had all of this footage, but every time I go to upload a video, because I have 3 channels, I have to make space. I always delete something inadvertently. So I don't think I have any footage to show you, but trust me, it was fun. But what I did find, which I think I hauled at some point, were the mirrored arrows, okay? When I saw these, I had no idea what I would do with them, but I picked them up because I recognize that I don't see these often. So if you see any mirrored letters or shapes, etc., pick them up. They're only $1, and it's going to benefit you at some point, I'm sure. I already had the canvas art pieces laying around, so I took one of them and I spray painted it this metallic color from Rust-Oleum, okay, just a few coats. And from the dollar store, I also picked up some wall decals in this lovely violet type of color because this is going in my daughter's room because it matches her style. She likes that little glam Hollywood look. And I spray painted the canvas, positioned the decals that kind of have an idea of where I would want to place them. And then I simply applied it. It's meant to be abstract art, so you don't want to be so particular with it. You want it to be free-flowing, okay? So when you're in the dollar store and you're seeing those wall decals, think outside of the box. They don't have to go on the wall. They can go on art piece. They can go on a bookshelf. They can go on furniture. They can go on the floor. Yes, they can go on your steps. I've done that. So, yeah, don't limit yourself, okay? You could make a whole story out of them. You could attach, like if you had words, for example, you could attach them to boards to kind of make like your own signboard. So the sky is the limit. Think outside the box, but most of all, make sure you grab them the next time you see them. I hope you like this DIY. I'm going to bring you more. I'm not doing anything fall related until October, so you just have to bear with me, okay, y'all? And as always, keep it crafty.